Did you know that 78% of seniors are doing exercises that could actually be making their bodies weaker? That's nearly 8 out of 10 older adults following workout advice that doesn't just waste their time, but might actually hurt them in the long run. If you're over 50 or you care about someone who is, this could be the most important video you watch this year. Because the exercise myths I'm about to expose aren't just wrong, they're dangerous. And the worst part, most doctors and trainers are still recommending them. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly where these deadly exercise myths came from, what the latest science actually says, and give you 3 simple alternatives that actually work for senior bodies. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what exercises to avoid and what to do instead to stay strong, mobile, and injury-free as you age. But first, I want to know something. In the comments below, tell me the biggest fitness challenge you or a senior you know is facing right now. Is it balance, joint pain, lack of energy? Drop a comment and let me know. And if this video helps even one person avoid a serious injury, hit that subscribe button so we can keep debunking these dangerous health myths together. So where did these harmful exercise ideas come from? Well, it all started back in the 1980s when the fitness boom was exploding. Suddenly, everyone was doing high-impact aerobics, lifting heavy weights, and following the same workout routines regardless of age. The problem was that fitness experts back then treated all adults the same way. A 25-year-old and a 75-year-old were given identical workout plans. The media loved showing images of super fit seniors doing intense workouts, and this created a dangerous myth that all exercises are good for all ages. Then came the no pain, no gain mentality that convinced millions of seniors that if an exercise wasn't hurting, it wasn't working. This led to 3 specific exercises that are still being recommended today, even though we now know they can cause serious harm to aging bodies. These 3 exercises are traditional crunches for core strength, high-impact jumping exercises for bone density, and deep knee bends or full squats for leg strength. Sounds familiar? That's because they're everywhere in senior fitness programs. Let's look at what the science actually tells us about these exercises. In 2019, researchers at the University of California studied 2,400 adults over age 65 who were doing traditional abdominal crunches. What they found was shocking. The study showed that seniors who did regular crunches had 40% more lower back problems and neck injuries compared to those who didn't. Why? Because as we age, our spine loses flexibility and the discs between our vertebrae become thinner. Crunches put tremendous pressure on these already vulnerable areas, but it gets worse. A second study from the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity tracked 1,800 seniors doing high-impact jumping exercises for bone health. The researchers thought jumping would strengthen bones, but after 18 months, they discovered something disturbing. Seniors who did high-impact jumping exercises had 3 times more hip and ankle fractures than those who did low-impact alternatives. The study found that while jumping might help younger people build bone density, senior bones are often too brittle to handle the sudden impact forces. The third study, published in the American Journal of Sports Medicine, looked at deep knee bends and full squats in adults over 60. The results were clear. Participants who performed deep squats had significantly more knee cartilage damage and were twice as likely to need knee replacement surgery within 5 years. The research team explained that senior joints have less cartilage and synovial fluid, which means deep bending movements create friction and wear that younger joints can handle, but older joints cannot. So if these exercises are so harmful, why do so many people still believe they work? There are 3 main reasons, and understanding them will help you avoid falling into the same trap. First is the placebo effect. When seniors start any exercise routine, they often feel better initially just because they're moving more. This temporary boost in energy and mood makes them think the specific exercises are working, even if they're actually causing slow, invisible damage to joints and muscles. Second, we have selective testimonials. Fitness programs love to showcase the rare senior who can do intense exercises without getting hurt. But for every success story they show you, there are hundreds of people who got injured and quit. You just never hear about them because they're not good for marketing. Third is the confusion between short-term and long-term effects. Many harmful exercises can make you feel stronger in the first few weeks because they activate adrenaline and endorphins. But this temporary feeling masks the gradual damage happening to aging joints, tendons, and bones. It's like smoking cigarettes. One cigarette might make you feel relaxed, but we know the long-term effects are devastating. The same principle applies to these inappropriate exercises for seniors. Let's talk about the real risks and side effects of these common senior exercises. And I want to be clear about this because the consequences can be life-changing. Traditional crunches can cause herniated discs in the lower back, chronic neck pain, and something called forward head posture. This is when your head starts jutting forward, putting strain on your entire spine. Once this happens, it's very difficult to reverse and can lead to headaches, shoulder pain, and balance problems. High-impact jumping exercises carry even more serious risks. We're talking about stress fractures in the feet and legs, hip fractures that can lead to loss of independence, and torn ligaments in the knees and ankles. For seniors, a hip fracture isn't just painful, it's often the beginning of a downward spiral in overall health and mobility. Deep squats and knee bends can cause cartilage tears that don't heal properly in older adults. Unlike younger people, seniors can't regenerate cartilage effectively. Once it's damaged, it stays damaged. This leads to chronic pain, inflammation, and eventually arthritis, or the need for joint replacement surgery. But here's what really concerns me. These injuries don't happen overnight. They develop slowly over months and years. So by the time you feel the pain, significant damage has already been done. And because seniors heal more slowly than younger people, recovery from these injuries can take months or even years. The most tragic part is that many seniors give up on exercise completely after getting injured. They think all exercise is dangerous, so they become sedentary, which leads to muscle loss, bone weakness, and a higher risk of falls and fractures. Now here's the good news. There are safe, effective alternatives that will actually make you stronger and healthier without the risks. Let me give you 3 simple swaps you can make starting today. Instead of traditional crunches, try modified planks or wall sits. Start by placing your hands against the wall and walking your feet back until you're at a slight angle. Hold this position for 10 to 15 seconds. This strengthens your entire core without putting pressure on your spine or neck. As you get stronger, you can move to a plank position on your knees or forearms. Instead of high-impact jumping, try heel raises or marching in place. Stand behind a sturdy chair for balance and slowly rise up on your toes, then lower back down. Do this 10 to 15 times. This exercise stimulates bone growth through gentle resistance without the dangerous impact forces. You can also march in place, lifting your knees as high as comfortable. Instead of deep squats, try chair-assisted squats or partial squats. Stand in front of a chair and lower yourself until you're just barely touching the seat, then stand back up. This gives you all the leg strengthening benefits without putting excessive stress on your knee joints. You can control exactly how deep you go based on your comfort level. The key principle here is progressive resistance with joint protection. You want exercises that challenge your muscles but protect your joints. Think controlled movements, partial ranges of motion when necessary, and always having something stable nearby for balance. Water exercises are another fantastic alternative for seniors. The buoyancy of water supports your body weight while providing resistance for strengthening. Swimming, water walking, or even simple water aerobics can give you a complete workout without any joint stress. Remember, the goal isn't to avoid all exercise. The goal is to exercise smarter, not harder. Your body at 70 is not the same as your body at 30, and that's perfectly normal. Working with your body's current capabilities, not against them, is how you stay strong and healthy for years to come. The truth is, staying fit as a senior isn't about doing the most intense exercises or following the latest fitness trends. It's about understanding what your body actually needs and giving it the right kind of movement and challenge. If you found this video helpful, there's something else you need to know. The supplement industry has been lying to seniors for decades about what vitamins and minerals they actually need. In fact, some of the most popular senior supplements can actually make your health worse. Next week, I'm exposing the 5 supplements that seniors are wasting their money on, and the 3 nutrients that most seniors are actually deficient in, but nobody talks about. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it, because this information could literally add years to your life. And remember, if you know a senior who's doing any of the exercises we talked about today, share this video with them. You might just save them from a serious injury. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.